folks. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First down of the game for James Cook. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
Allen looking to throw. Catch made by Cooks. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
For Bills, first down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Bills.
Cook trying this one up the gut. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He's got this complete to James Cook. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Cook. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
And the Bills.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Cook can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here comes Malik Washington. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him. Shy of the 35.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Get the fullback involved here. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Jordan Hancock. And the Bills have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down from the 42. They'll run it with Cook. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Allen setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was intended for Jackson Hawes. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Well, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
It's a gain of 18.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down. A gain of 18 on the play.
They'll try the right side with Cook. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Now Allen. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it up. And the Dolphins have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
The The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Get set. Out.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. This one misses the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Up the middle they go with Madison. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Pulled in at the 20. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Lays out, what a catch! And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Play action now, Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Cook. Still has some space inside the 35. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Cook. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Another one for Cook. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen on the play action. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. You can't blame them for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, oh, it is touchdown offense.
Starting from the 5. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Yeah, hit it.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
That's caught, Devon Achane. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Now two at a throw. This is a heater going deep. Wide open, downfield. Got it! And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 42 yards. And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Tua. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game before halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Dolphins 7.
Wow, down by just a score. A lot of game to go. But look here, it's an onside try. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Allen to throw. Drops it off to Cook. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Again, Allen to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, Well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
To the air again, Allen. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this, 4th and 4. They'll go, Allen. He connects downfield. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Cook has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw now, Allen. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 7.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Christian Benford up to make that stop. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Go ahead. Solo left.
Final throw before the break. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Maxwell here. Now he loses the ball. And it actually goes out of bounds before anyone can scoop it up. That's how we're going to wrap up our first half.
Mitch Wishnowski is set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, here's Tua. Connecting on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
after a good pickup. They're set up with 2nd and short.
Jim, step.
Here's Tua again. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Working quickly here. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for Achane. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Yeah, ready. Ready, get on, good.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Still has room inside the 15. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. It goes to the hurry up here.
That's another Dolphins first
In the red zone on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. And oh, he got it! Interception! Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Bills get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. And not from the pistol to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
It's Allen out of the pistol. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Achane, a 1st down carry. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Tua setting up to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple yards short of what they needed. Let's see if they try their luck now on this 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
That's cut beyond the marker. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Dolphins 14. Jason Sanders.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Let's go in here, Allen. That's Knox, he's got it. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion left. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Looking to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
2nd down carry for Achan. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Go ahead.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jordan Hancock. And the Bills are going to have it after a 2nd interception of the season.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Play action now with Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Put the body on the line for his team. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A gain of 17 yards.
A nice gain and a 1st down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Finds him on the crossing route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A gain of 26 yards there. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
13 more yards. That's another Bills 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Bass on for the extra point. He connects on the extra point try. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick
Here's
off.
Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Sure.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Waller with the catch. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
First down.
Hey, come on, 2.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
44. Ready. 18.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Counter give here to Davis. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Middle.
Play action now. Allen. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down. Davis off the pistol handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Allen setting up play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Allen on 3rd down. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. He's trying to push the field. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
He'll drop this down to Achane. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
The Dolphins 1st down.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Trying to push deep downfield. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Two-point conversion.
Back to throw. He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And the Bills are able to secure this kick. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
1st down. It's a run with Davis. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Ray Davis out of the backfield. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3-and-out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Ready. Out.
Here he is to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills make the play that should win them this game.
You know, My dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the handoff, here's Davis. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Second down run by Davis. And they find them after just a yard. It's third down. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. No motion at tight end left. 3rd down. Here's Davis. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
That field goal really would have put the final nails in the coffin, but now this defense, they're going to need to make one more stop to officially close this one out.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Right here.
Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Well, he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Go ahead. All right, go. Ready.
Looking to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
Trying for it, it's Achane. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He throws a bullet to the center. They did it. He made the interception. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins were looking for some kind of miracle at the end. They nearly got it, but this game is over. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road.